Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to do a sit down talk through video of this look. This is my go-to makeup look mainly for day wear. I've only worn this on a night out once, but this is kind of what I'd wear to dinner, shopping. If I'm unsure of a makeup look, this is what I just do. I know it looks good, I know it's not too much, but it's still like a full face of glam. So yeah, so I just wanted to sit down and talk you through this, just basically update you on a couple of things. I would love to do more of these videos, but I am a rambler, and in this video I'm sure it's going to be like an hour long, and yes, I'm really going to have to cut it down. I feel like I've been doing it for 2 hours. So I apologise, but I mean, I love doing these kind of videos. I think it's fun. It's a good way for you to see, see makeup as well as talk to me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And first of all, like always, I'm going to start with my eyes. I'm just in the routine at the moment of doing my eyes first. It's really hard for me to do my face first just because I'm in that habit. Also, my hair's in rollers because this is what I've been doing. Recently I've just like whacked my hair up in rollers whilst I'm doing my makeup, so I thought I might as well just kind of do it as I would normally do it and not just do my hair really nicely, just, to look okay, because I don't. Okay, so I'm using Soft Oak Paint Pot by MAC to prime my eyelids, and I'm taking my Zoeva 142 Concealer Buffer Brush. So yeah, so this week, I'll let you guys kind of know, so this week, well last week I was in London for the whole week because I've had a few invitations from companies. Like I went to the Isla launch party. I was there on the Wednesday and I was trying to vlog, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am absolutely atrocious at vlogging, and I mean like it's unacceptable for a YouTuber to be that bad. That is how bad I am. So I'm going back up this Thursday for another 2 events. So I'm going to try and vlog those a little bit better. I have got a little bit of footage from other things, so I'll try and do better that day. I will still put some bits from the other day in there, but it's not going to be a lot. So I'm taking my 228 brush and I'm taking Blanc from Anastasia Beverly House. And yeah, it's just that like white creamy shade here in the palette. I'm just going to go over Soft Ochre just to set all of that in place. And then on the Sunday, which was yesterday, I went to Sana's seminar. You probably know her as Look a Million on Instagram and stuff. That was really awesome, and I got to meet so many of you guys that went there, and honestly, like, hands on my heart, legit cried on the way home on the bus because I was just so overwhelmed, and I was so like, I don't know, I kind of hit home that actually like I've achieved something. So basically I was on the underground, the London Underground, and I was just on the tube and I could see this girl looking at me, and I had no makeup on. I literally just like was on my way home, like no makeup, chilling. Like I had still got glitter on my face from the seminar, and this girl came up to me, she was like, "You're Amy." And I was honestly so shocked. Like in London, London's massive. Like there's so many people in London, and she knew me. Like I don't know, like it's just so overwhelming, but I am just so grateful, and I think it just hit home yesterday that this is real. I guess like when you see people comment on your Instagram or YouTube, like it's not, like it doesn't feel 100% real because you don't see the person, you don't actually get to touch and hug and, really talk to that person. But yesterday it felt so real. Anyway, let's get on with this video because it's already been like 10 minutes and I've just been talking. So yeah, then I'm going to go with Birkin from Anastasia, which is this shade here, which is just my transition shade. By the way, I've just put some fresh tan on, so if it's looking a bit like patchy, it's just because I haven't washed it off. So I'm just going to use the same 228 brush, and I'm going to pop this into my crease using circular motions. But yeah, what else am I going to tell you about? Okay, so goals for the next couple of months. So I really want to move to London. I've found a room that I can rent. And it's purely, basically it's just going to be for the summer, and then we'll see how things go. The guy's so nice. I stayed there that week. That's where I was staying with one of my best friends. I'm really lucky, actually fortunate that he offered me a room. But yeah, so goals is to hopefully move to London. So July will be like the first month that I'll be up there, and I'm there for like the summer basically. And I'm going to be stopping my freelance just to pursue my social media for a few months, to see how that goes. And obviously if it doesn't work out, I'm going to move home and start freelancing again, but hopefully it will. I'm going to try and get more videos up. I'm going to try and get 2 videos up a week now. So then I'm going to go in with the matte orange, what is it called? Burnt Orange Matte. That's what it's called. I'm going to go Burnt Orange Matte from Anastasia and do pretty much the same thing but just go a little bit lower. The reason as well why I don't normally do these videos is one, because I talk loads, but even when I was at school, like on all my school reports, it was always, Amy needs to stop talking. Amy needs to listen more. Amy talks too much in class. Amy can't sit by this person because she talks too much to them. Like, I was always told off for talking. So I'm a rambler, and this is why sometimes I don't want to make these videos, because some people don't like it when you talk loads, but I guess some of you will like it because you get to know me a little bit more. So I was watching Samantha's vlog with Jamie. They were like, I think they went travelling around America with each other, but oh my god, wouldn't you die to be their friends? Like, they're so cool and just so funny. All I'm using is black eyeshadow. I'm just using the Anastasia Noir one, and my little definer brush. Ow. Good job my eye was shut. That would have gone straight into my eyeball. And then I'm using the LA Girl Fine Line Liner. So basically I'm just going to do a thin line on my lash line, really thin, and then get thicker towards the outer corner. Now I've got to concentrate. And then whilst it's still wet, I'm going to get the black on my little detail shader brush. And I'm literally just going to smoke all of it out. Start on the outer corner, and I'm going to do like a tiny bit of a wing, but not really, just with the shadow. So I'm going to like pat it up, and I want it to be quite thick. I do like the black to be quite smoky. And then I'll take it out. Because I feel like if you just stop, sometimes it closes up the eye, and then the eye can look really small. So I want to drag it out a little bit just to make my eye shape look a little bit more opened and just like a nicer shape. And then I'm going to blend it out like all the way into the inner corner as well. Like, I'm going to smoke it out all the way in. This video is going to be like 50 minutes long. I'm not even kidding you. I'm just going to curl my lashes and then pop on some mascara, and I'm going to be using the Mad Lash Mascara from The Balm. I've been loving that one at the moment. I'm going to go in with the face, and I'm going to use my Laura Geller Tinted Spackle Under Makeup Primer. This is my ride or die. It's been in my kit forever, and I've used it on myself forever. It's just my go-to primer. It honestly is for all skin types. I love it. And my clients love it. Like, they love, love, love it. Then I'm going to use my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'm in 6 because I've tanned my body. If I haven't, I'm probably like 3.5, so that's quite a difference. So I'm going to use 3 pumps of this. No, maybe 2 pumps. No, 3 pumps. Let's go a bit more heavier because I am on cameras. So whilst I'm rubbing my primer in, I was going to tell you something, and I've completely forgotten what I was going to tell you. So what was I going to tell you? I don't know. I said I'd remember, but I won't. So like I said, let me just, okay, so I'm going to blend in my foundation and my sponge. Blend in my foundation and my sponge. I'm going to blend in my foundation with my Real Technique sponge. I literally just love using these sponges. I think they are the best. Just blend this foundation. This foundation is honestly my favourite foundation ever. Some people really don't like it. I don't know why. I used to hate it actually. Saying that, when I first used it, I was like, because I was an Estee Lauder girl, and I was like, yes, Estee Lauder. When people said they didn't use like double wear, I used to be like, are you mad? Because I used to love like really full coverage foundations, and I mean like really full coverage. But it's full coverage, but it's still like lightweight. And I used to hate this. I literally just, yeah, I never used to use it. It took me ages. But obviously you guys know I love my MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NC20. It's my fave. I will use it till the da-da. Yeah, I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. I literally hate putting on concealer on camera because you make these most god awful faces. It's so attractive. And like, you know when you see girls on Instagram do like all these like face tutorials and stuff and they keep the head super still? I honestly don't know how they do that because I'm like trying to blend everything in, and if I was to put that on Instagram, people would be like, what is she trying to, like, what is she achieving? Why is she doing that? So, you know, maybe I need to practice, but like, see, I just automatically. I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in, this one's in Toast. I do like Beautiful Bronze, but I prefer Toast at the moment. Just at the moment. It will come back to Beautiful Bronze, I'm sure, in the summer. So I'm just going to put just like a little bit. I just want to bronze up the skin a little bit because I feel like creams are more natural and powders are more heavy. So I'm just going to draw a little line and then blend it out using tiny little circular motions. I don't want it to be super heavy, so I don't want it to be really harsh. I really want to blend it in quite a bit. And then because I've got a really long face, I wish I could just grab a nail file and just chisel it down, but you can't. So I'm just going to take off some of my chin. Oh, I think I got a man's chin. And then I'm going to go in my temples. And then blend that one out. Also, I am growing out my eyebrows at the moment and it's taking forever. And it honestly is killing me a little bit because when I do my close-ups of my eyes, I can see all the little hairs and I just want to go in and pluck them. But I'm really trying to grow them out because they used to be really, really thick. I used to have like thick, bushy brows and like a monobrow, and my brow used to connect to my hairline. I'm trying to get that back. So we're trying to grow it out. But I mean, it's getting to a point now where I can't do it anymore. So we'll see. So I always like to leave the concealer to dry, almost like air dry a little bit before I do powder on it. Because if it's too wet, then the powder just really sticks to it and like thick layers of powder get stuck rather than little thinner layers. So I always do my brows now. I'm going to use Anastasia DipBrow Pomade in medium brown. I'm going to use the spoolie from my brow wiz, and I'm going to use my Benefit Speed Brow to set the hairs in place. I'm going to be really silent doing this because they are horrendous to do because they're so gross at the moment. So I literally won't be able to speak whilst I do this. Unless you want me to have hideous brows. So now the brows are done. I will set the concealer underneath my eyes, and I'm just going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to take away all of the creases underneath my eyes, and I'm not going to bake today. I don't really like baking unless I'm going on a night out because it's just too obvious that you've got loads of powder on your face. And then I'll bake. Not now. So just tap all the powder on underneath my eyes. And like, it just makes it more like photoshopped, I guess. Like with that one, you can still see my like deep, I think they're called troughs, the lines underneath your eyes, which I hate mine, but you know, not much we can do about that. Can you hear those birds singing? I've got like a nest of birds literally just above my window there. And they literally wake me up in the mornings at like 4 AM singing to each other. Like, it's cute, but like I want to sleep. And then I put it a little bit around my nose and around my mouth and on my forehead. And a little bit on my chin. Shall I do face? No, let's go back to eyes. So I'm just going to go back to my eyeshadows, back to my under eye, going back to my lower lash line. I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. I don't want to go too heavy on my lower lash line. I'll probably use a little bit of Birkin and the burnt orange matte shade mixed together just to pop this on underneath. I don't want to go too heavy or too kind of smoky. I'm using my 231 Luxe Petite Crush Petite Crease Brush from Zoeva. So this is just Birkin and that burnt orange matte mixed. I don't want to go too heavy. Just a little bit of smokiness. Then I'm going to go in with my little detail shaded brush that we used to blend out the black. Now I'm not going to put any more black on this brush, but I am going to use it on my lower lash line ever so lightly just to define it a little bit more. I'm going to have it on its side, so it's instead of doing the tiny little line, it's going to be quite thick and just a bit smoky. So I can put this on just a little bit. Just run it across my lower lashes like that, just to add a little bit more definition. Mainly on the outer corner. And then I'm just going to get my mascara again and pop a coat on underneath. Why do people always text me? Like, literally, my phone never goes off. Like, I'm constantly with my phone for all my social media accounts, but like I never text literally anybody unless it's Kerry. And whenever I film, my phone goes off so much and I have no idea why. Then I'm going to go for a natural lash. So I'm going to put my lashes on now. I'm going to use the Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. These are my favourite. I use these on clients. I use them on myself. They're just so nice to like put on, keep on. They're probably the most comfiest lashes I've ever put on. Yay, so that's eyes done. I'll wait until the glue dries and I'll start doing my bronzer. So the bronzer that I've been loving for the last, I don't know how many months, is Dark Tan Mineralized Skin Finish Bronzer from MAC. I just love the colour. It is a little bit orangey, like it has got like a really warm tone to it. So if you don't like those kind of tones or colours, then this is definitely not for you. I like this very much. So I'm just going to dab it first to make sure that the foundation and contours dry. So then when I start doing circular motions, I'm not moving any of the foundation. Sorry, this is really annoying with the roller. And then the other side. I'm trying to think, what the hell is going on there? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what I'm doing next week in London. So next week in London, I'm going to a Tarte event and a Sleek event. And it's really cool. Like, I met loads of bloggers and like Instagrammers that I didn't know of, but like their makeup's so cool. So yeah, it's really cool way to like network with other bloggers and stuff. And like I saw a couple of like the bigger YouTubers and things, so that was kind of cool. For my highlight, I've been just going to the Anastasia Glow Kit in That Glow. And I've been using these two shades at the bottom here. So for my nose contour, no, my nose highlight now, I like using a little, I think this is a Precise crease brush from Makeup Addiction. So I just tap into those two colours and I make like a tiny little circle a little bit above the tip of my nose to make it look shorter and a little bit more turned up. And then I go a little gap and then I'll put it just here. So it's almost like an exclamation mark. Okay, so then for the cheeks, I just use my highlighting brush from Anastasia and just apply some on my cheekbones. I have found a way to make your highlight really, really pop. So I think I'm going to do a video on it. It might be a bit boring though, and it might be really short. It might be like a 2-minute long video, if that. So I might just throw it in somewhere because it really does work. For blusher, I'm using Margin by MAC and I'm taking my 127 sheer cheek brush from Zoeva. I literally love this blusher. It's got really nice like shimmer in it, but it's not thick chunky shimmer. It's really fine shimmer and it just is beautiful on the skin. So lip look is the like nude ombre that needs sharpening, but so it's basically just like an ombre. I line the lip and then I colour in the outer corners, and this is Stripped Down by MAC. I love this. I really want to try, is it Morning Coffee? I really want to try that one. Feels so weird being silent. And then I just use my finger to blend it in a little bit because you don't want any harsh lines. And then people actually recently keep thinking I've got lip filler, but I really don't. I just draw my lips a bit differently. Then I'll use the Maybelline, the Eraser Eye. I call this the eye eraser. It just sounds better. So if I say eye eraser, I mean the Eraser Eye. But I'm just going to pop a little bit in the middle of my lips. So I literally have concealer lips. This is the only time concealer is okay for the lips. And then blend it out with my finger. And then I use my Bourjois lip gloss. This is the clear one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's my favourite lip gloss. And I'm just going to apply some directly in the middle. I'm not going to go to the edges. I'm going to keep that really matte. And then there you have it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and please give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what your thoughts are and please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye! I keep getting emails from these people and they call me Beverly. I'm like, no, my name is Amy. It's Amy, not Beverly.